Hi everyone, and welcome to our November monthly update for you. So this is a recap on October, and the first thing I'm going to say is I'm so delighted, relieved, all of those things to say that October has been a much better, I don't want to say bounce back, but it almost feels like that. So we're seeing a massive increase in the jobs. It is not back to the way it was, so let's sort of counter that with the reality. It's not to where it was before, but it's really lovely to see this nice increase in job flow. So daily we're seeing jobs called in, temporary and permanent, which is wonderful. Okay, so what I would say is also to share with you, and don't shoot the messenger, but it's certainly the reality of what we're seeing for some clients have actually offered to pay higher fees, that's their terms, that are higher because they're recognising the shortage of talent and how competitive it is for candidates. So they do want to make sure that they've got the very best of candidates coming forward. What else to share in terms of insights? Okay, this is really great. We're also seeing that for a lot of our candidates who were made redundant or have been working from home, and in particular this is for females, they're choosing not to go back to work in a full-time capacity. So what they've decided that works for them better is in terms of being home with the family. They've reconfigured their finances so that they're not necessarily paying in after-school care, babysitting, even cleaners, etc., or the cost of even going into work, etc. So they're liking the balance of being able to look after their family and spend time with family, but still being employed, but on a part-time basis. Now, I flag this with you because this is the feedback that we're receiving from our candidates, and whilst it's starting to trickle in now, I can pretty much guarantee this is going to be a very real reality for us moving forward into the new year. And on that, so something else to sort of take into consideration is one company that we've spoken to has decided to bring in RDOs, so rostered days off for people who don't have the ability to work from home, and typically this is more junior candidates. So they've increased the amount of sort of annual leave that people can have if they're choosing to come into the office. So this is brand new for us to sort of hear, but I share that with you as well because we are going to have to be competitive for our talent, for the people that are working with us currently, and anyone that we're attracting to come and work with us in the future. Candidate experience, so this comes hand in hand with this as well. So that we've received feedback from candidates that their interview experience, not through us, but rather direct, hasn't been as good as what it might have been pre-COVID. And when we've delved a little bit more into that to say, you know, what does that look like for you? What they've said is when they've been doing interviews remotely, so via Zoom, etc., they're saying that the actual interaction that they've had with the people and then the follow-up afterwards, and also the invitations that come through previously for the booking hasn't been as good. So that whole interaction with the interview process hasn't been as good. So I share that again because that interview process is critical in getting people engaged in your brand, and also afterwards, even if you decide not to recruit them, you want to make sure that they're leaving having a great experience with you. Senior candidates are being very flexible in their salaries. So when I say senior candidates, I'm talking in that 90 to 100k bracket and above. So in that bracketing, people are a lot more flexible in their salaries. And what's really nice for October, we've seen for the first time in quite a number of months, is the more senior roles are now being called in. So previously it was intermediate to junior, and now it's the more senior end, which is great. What else to share with you? Any updates that we've got, please follow us on LinkedIn for our blogs, for our masterclasses, and actually on that topic with our masterclasses. So the series that we've been running, we have 2 more for the year, and we're so excited about these 2 guest speakers as well. So the next one is for the ambassador of the CEO Sleep Out. So that will be coming out, I think it's the end of mid-November, that's what it is. It's mid-November because we always like to do a Christmas drive for that as well. And then we're also delighted to have the CEO of the Diversity Council, Lisa Anise, talk to us about diversity and inclusion, and that will be, I'm pretty sure that's the very beginning of December, but you'll receive all the notices for that. Otherwise, please follow us on LinkedIn. We'd love to see you being a part of our community, and thank you so much for your time. Final piece for, I think, this update for you is just to say that it's we're seeing an increase, and it's really good to see with that job flow. So thank you for your time. Bye.